Alright, so this training is on how to use the Overage system overview board. It's basically where we're going to be tracking our leads. Now this is basically for mortgage overage leads. So we can kind of describe what the lead action flow is. Let's go ahead and start with the leads. This is kind of where we kind of see all our data. For now, when we start our leads, all we need is the starting bid. The loan amount is just kind of a reference to make sure, like, okay, they paid down a little bit of the loan within like a certain amount of years. The foreclosure NTS, the notice of trustee sale. You kind of hover, you can see right there. You have to kind of like click on it, so you can make it a little tighter, you know. And then the sales price after the sale, and we have to put the sale date so that we know that the sale date is after the foreclosure date, so that we get the proper sales price, so that we don't have something from way back when, just to double check things, any liens and whatnot, and then type in the overage. So right now we need more info. Now let's just say, for example, we found an overage. We're gonna go ahead and click overage found. When we click on that, it's gonna pop up over here. Okay, now there's going to be a follow-up date. Let's say there's more info needed, then we're going to set a date here to follow up on a calendar. So then when you click on here, these are all the properties that we need to follow up on and check it in RealtyTrack. So there's going to be a RealtyTrack link over here. So let's say this is the RealtyTrack link. Let me go ahead and just kind of put that link in. So once you click on that link, it'll take you to there. Check if the price is available, and then if it is, fill in the sales price and the sales date, and then we should be able to move it forward to the next one. Okay, so once it's in, the leads are done. Once we actually have a lead to follow up with, we're going to go ahead and move into our next phase. So I'm going to hide all this stuff here. This is not needed. I'm just kind of, as I was creating other ones, it just kind of popped up, so I'm just gonna quickly hide this just to make it clean. So what's great about this is that we can separate into different leads. Okay, so now that we have a lead, it's gonna pop up here, and I'm gonna group this as the lead status here. Okay, so this is all the more info needed, right? And then the overage found. Okay, so all we really care about on this one is the overage found. So let's go move that one up a little bit to the top. So let's just say we did find an overage. Then we're going to basically work on this column here. This will build up on its own as we group it. Okay, so they can kind of see at a glance all the overages that are found. First, we're going to skip trace. If we did skip trace them, we're going to have like a little sequence of events here. We can assign people here, but I just want to see at a glance that, hey, if we're going to skip trace, that's in progress. Once it's done, hit done. Next one. Okay, let's call them. Did they agree? They agreed. Yes, move on to the next step. And then did we send the contract? Yes. So that way, if we have multiple leads in here, I can start to see everything green passing all the way through to the end to recently check all this stuff. So at a glance, I know where all the status of everything is for our leads that have overage found. Okay, let me just throw another one there, just kind of make it easier to see. See, as soon as we hit that, it'll automatically pop up one here. Then we have another lead that we found. Then skip trace. So what we can also do is break this up. As our team grows, we can then add another thing where we can then assign skip trace to whoever, assign caller to call. So one could do all the skip tracing, one could do all the calling, and then one could process the checks, and we could just assign and tag each other. If we need to communicate anything about the lead, we just click on here. It'll come up, and we'll see everything that we need, right? All the statuses. We can then comment and tag each other and say, hey, this guy needs this, he needs whatever, he has some issues, blah blah blah. Can you tag his family? Can you research his brothers and sisters, or can't find him, blah blah blah. We can talk all that stuff in here. Okay, alright, so once that's done, we can then see at a glance. This is just to kind of give you an overview of how it's moving from more info to overage to no. The ones that have no overage will just kind of start to pile up over here. Okay, and then this is kind of see at glance. Hey, you know, it's kind of the same thing, but just a different view. Like, okay, well, I can see this at a glance. I can click on it, see everything, or I can say, hey, I need to look for someone real quick, and these are the guys have orange found. So I kind of quickly, you know, at a glance, I need to call so and so. The phone number's there. So I haven't added that yet. So we need to add calendars. So we have a follow-up calendar. We have a follow-up with leads calendar. So we're kind of still working on this for now. I know on SalesMate has a pipeline on when to call and follow up. This is mainly for research, I'd say. And then SalesMate might have its own client management system where you can call up and set reminders. It has a better pipeline, I'd say, than what this has. So we'll set this up over there. It's still new to me, and if they lack some features, maybe we'll move it back over here. We'll see. So as far as right now, this is just for researching, and we'll move on from there so that we can kind of see how it's progressing through the funnel. Okay. Now, as we create new labels, we have to kind of edit it. I like to see everything green, so anything that's done, make it green, because when you add a new one, it always makes the done red, and I don't want that. So let's make this all done, and then this is like critical, it needs attention, doing or in progress is blue. Okay, and you need to add anything else, you can totally do that, or change the color to whatever you need. Okay, so just kind of follow that standard. Alright, so that's it for now. We'll have a separate one. I think the if there's not the address, but if we do other things like lost property or unclaimed money, we'll probably have to rearrange it a little differently. We'll probably have a separate folder for unclaimed property, or we might create a different board. I'm not sure yet. Since we don't need the address up front, it's kind of like it's a little different. So we'll see. Okay, but they're all gonna pretty much use the same format on this board. But it's just, you know, some things are hidden, some things are not. It's just, you know, that's just how it is. Okay. Alright, I think that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and comment below.